Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a nice day. First day back from work. Still got a little brain fog going on, but we'll get past it. The sun was shining, and now I see the dark clouds moving in because I'm home, so time to rain. You know, that's the thing about Northwest Georgia. We just don't get enough rain. So anyways, I'm standing here in front of this beautiful piece of machinery, Black Betty, and man, just look at it. Look at the way this new radiator looks set in here. It looks like, James, finish me, get me running and driving. And you know what? I want to, but there's just some seriously high dollar stuff that we have to do yet. And as you know, I'm trying to catch up from replacing this engine and doing the brakes and stuff on 12. And well, so it's gonna be a little while. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that's super important, and I forget what it is now, so let's carry on. So anyways, I forgot again what I was going to talk about. Oh, anyways, so damn, my creative juices just ain't flowing today. So what I wanted to do was make a little opener for this, because as I was editing the footage of getting this radiator done and getting it put on, I noticed that I must have just done a hodgepodge day, and I had one opener and then I worked on a bunch of stuff. So the video you're gonna watch today is basically of me picking up this radiator. There's a little drama in the backyard there, but going and getting this radiator and bringing it back and putting it in. And I told you the story of this radiator and how it went from just doing a cleanup and paint for $500 to you know, being a $3,200 deal. But anyways, it's nice. I gotta quit saying anyways. So anyways, check out the video, like, comment, subscribe, and let the video play all the way through. If you get bored, go have some coffee, but just let it play. It's kind of boring, you know, watching me put a radiator in, but little by little we'll get this truck running. We'll see you. All right, guys, so while I was complaining about this, I was looking at, you know, having to take this AC line off, and I'm going to take it off just for a second, just to give you a little bit better view of what's going on here. So I was just complaining to John how dumb it was, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, you know what, it might not be as dumb as I initially thought. The problem ends up being on this bolt right here, right? And you know, if you take a bolt and you try and put it in there, you can't get it in there because of this bracket. However, I was just looking at it, and I think maybe, I don't know for sure, we got to put some anti-seize on these, because you're never going to get these bolts back out after we put it in if we don't. But we're going to take this housing off, okay, and our gasket. Just put our gasket right here. Don't forget to put that on now. And then we're going to take the proper length bolt and we're going to put it in there. Then we're going to move this into place behind this bracket and see if a guy can do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like we put it in there with the bolt in, and then bing bang boom, Bob's your uncle. Now you have to use the exact length bolt, right? Because if you try and use something that's not the right length, you won't be able to get it in there. But this bolt will give us approximately 3/4 of an inch. I mean, I'd measure that probably 1/2 inch. So what is the rule for bolts? Can you see me over there okay? Not really sure if you can or not, but what is the rule for how long a bolt should be? Now this is not accurate. This is my rule for how long a bolt should be. A bolt in an open hole, a bolt should extend the diameter of the bolt through the back of the fastener. Like a nut, the nut should go on and the bolt should extend the distance equal to the diameter beyond the nut. That's, I don't know if somebody taught me that, probably some old mechanic I worked with, but anyhow. Now for a closed hole, you want the bolt not to go into the hole and bottom out, because as it bottoms out, it'll pull the threads a little, and then the bolt will either be locked in there or you'll strip it out. This bottom hole is open, so I can go pretty far back there. So if I look at this is the same, I know you can't see it because I'm not pointing at it. Let me see if I can get you back over there. Okay, it's hard to see because this is black, but this front housing cover is the same. These bolts are the same length. So when I put this bolt in there, this bolt will go without a washer. It'll go all the way through and out the back. We don't really want that because we don't want that back of that bolt exposed to the heat and the oxidation and all the other crap, dirt, grease, and whatever. Because when you're trying to take the bolt out, it's not going to come out. So we're going to take this cover back off, because this bottom bolt and this top bolt are not the same length, because I couldn't put this bolt in there. So let's see. With this washer on there, this bolt goes into the threads about ½ inch. So a ½ inch of this bolt will be in the threads. It's not ideal. It really should be an 1/8 longer. So we might not do that. Oh boy, where did you go? There you are. What we may do is we may take the next longer bolt. Let me see if that's possible. We may take this next longer bolt and take an 1/8 of an inch off this bolt and see if we can fit it in there. Now then, the other problem we run into is there enough threads? Yeah, there is enough threads. The thing you got to worry about is you don't want to tighten the bolt up till the shoulder of the bolt, till the shoulder of the bolt bottoms out in there, because you'll have that same effect. So it's a fine line. You know, when you're ordering bolts or when you go to the bolt store, you know, they usually have a generic sizing of bolts, and you know, these two, the difference between these two is, you know, a lot. So we'll see if we have a third size bolt that's in between. I don't think we will. So what we'll do is we'll just take this end and we'll grind it off and then make it so it works, and we'll try that. So we'll be right back. All right, so we hogged it off. Now I'm just making the bolt head. I'm just making the bolt head nice, and then I'm going to put a chamfer on the end so that it can get into the first thread. And that's the key. That's the key to making a bolt work. As you put this taper. Put this taper. Anyway, you put a taper on there, and so that the first thread is exposed, and it should climb right in there. We'll see. Give it a little cleanup. We'll go outside and cool it off, because with it hot, it's going to be a little bit larger than the thread hole. I know that wasn't very good. Okay, so we got it to start. Just needed just a little tiny bump. And so while we're doing that, we're just gonna put this one in, and that will hold the gasket. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. Okay, and we're gonna put that bottom one in. Oop, did I start you? Yep, you're running. Now, the reason why I didn't just take this bracket off is because what happens if I have to change this later? I don't have to tear the whole truck apart to change it. So I made this bolt the exact length it would need to get that job done. Okay, so I ran it all the way in, made sure that it felt good in the threads the whole entire route. And now I'm going to do these other bolts up with some anti-seize and get them in there. I think I'm going to use the long bolts, so I'll go and get a few and we'll make it happen. All right. John, a couple weeks ago, about attention to detail, and here I am not paying attention to detail. Practice what you preach, you know. Attention to detail is pretty important when you're working on anything, really. The idea is to get the job done efficiently and, you know, quickly. And if you pay attention to what you're doing, you only have to do it once, likely, and then instead of twice or 3 times. And you know, that's better for everybody, really, because you know, if you're even if you're not paying for it, like I'm not paying myself a wage to do this job, but you know, I just cost, you know, 1 minute probably. And it would have been more had I not noticed that I was doing it wrong. I cost 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's cumulative, right? So you spend 1 minute extra doing 200 different tasks, and now you're talking about hours, right? You're talking 3 hours. So and how many different tasks you think are involved in making 13 trucks roadworthy? It's a lot of tasks. So a minute here, and this was a minute task, so let's put that into perspective, right? If I put this bolt in incorrectly and I have to take it out and then do it again, that's 1 minute on one task. But if I put 8 wheels and tires on with the wrong length stud on the inner nut, I got to take 8 wheels and tires back off, right? Or at least 4. So that's an hour or more that you wasted because you know, you weren't paying attention to detail. So that's what I'm getting at. So, you know, everybody's guilty of it. It's not, you know, it's not like, oh my God, you screwed up and you have to do something over. But, you know, if you want to optimize your time and money, you got to have attention to detail. That's today's lesson that I just taught myself. Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a gorgeous day today. Clear skies, bright sunshine. Whew, tad bit on the chilly side. Perfect. So I'm standing here in front of this beautiful piece of machinery, and this is a brand new reconditioned Radiator charge air cooler for Black Betty. I'll try and put out a little bit of the fiasco of getting this trailer. This trailer sits behind the shop. I had a bunch of Freightliner parts on it from my buddy Eddie, and my TRX is in the body shop. Been in the body shop for 4 weeks. What a goat rodeo that's been. But anyhow, I was expecting to get it back, and I thought I'd just run over and grab the radiator, but then I found out I won't have the truck back until after I'm at work, and that day is coming quickly. So I decided to run in the backyard, grab this trailer out of the mud pit. It's been raining here for months, and Georgia clay is just soup when it rains. So that was exciting. I got the Trailblazer stuck. Had to get the Hummer after it. Had to get Jessica out there, and we didn't record any of that but we did capture some of it on the security camera footage. But anyhow, let's get this thing unbuckled here, and let's create some room, and let's get it stabbed in there, and let's move on. All right, so now we have to get this mount. After I get the
You got enough thread?
I do, but I don't. I do, but not until it's flat. We'll put that lock washer in there after it's flat.
Oh, we're trying to radiate out so.
Yep. And then this, you see, come down here. You see how this has a tube that goes through the hole? Yeah. This one has to be that way. When we go to cinch it down.
One more piece of the puzzle.
Yep. Little by little, as they say on the internet.
Yeah. Like old doc.
Yep. Twin stick.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I need you to stand up. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower it down a little bit, and you're gonna stand right here, and you're gonna stand it up. Okay? And you're not gonna let it hit the engine. Stand it up a little bit. Okay? All right. Now let me get up in here. Yeah. That looks like it's in there. Yep. So's that one. Now I can fit that lock washer on there. Now I can fit this lock washer on here.
Looking more and more like a truck now.
Yep, little by little. Oh.
Twin sticks for say.
Yeah. Twin sticks. All right, so this thing needs to go that way a little bit. There we go. Yep, don't let it hit the truck, and don't let it hit the hay. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this just to hold the weight. So you got it? All right.
Now we're gonna get the rods.
Okay, so some of the rods are damaged. So I don't want to use the damaged rods. But this one I think is good. Yeah, I probably should fix that one. That one is bent. Can you straighten that one? Without foobarring it up, straighten that out. You can use whatever devices you need. And while you do that, I'm going to tighten up that bottom. All right, so what we'll do, we'll just tighten it up. Oh. I picked the wrong unit. Is it over far enough? I don't think it is. Move it a little bit. I think it needs to move slightly this way and this way. Yeah. Okay. This. Whoa. Why you fall out of there? One of my buddies did that. Is that in where it belongs? Let's take this out and get a look. Yep, certainly is. All right. And there's a cutout for that. And there's a cutout for that. And then we've got to figure out how we're going to stick a fan in there. We'll see about getting a brace on here. And yeah, then we'll see if we can get a fan in there. If we can't, we'll take the bottom of the radiator loose. And because it's only 2 bolts, and we'll move it out of the way and get the fan in there. We got to put some studs in. It should be good. So I'm going to reach through from the other side and fight each one of these nuts on there one at a time, and then fight in there with a wrench, tighten it up. But I mean, you know, it ain't easy being pretty, that's for sure.
Oh, I know.
Got Johnny up inside of Franny. He's taking that gas pedal out. Taking the throttle pedal out for you diesel guys. Taking the foot feed out for old Bertha Rogers. I think they're all tight now. Okay.
Where's your camera?
Huh?
Where's your camera?
Oh, it's over there. It's filming from that side. You can see it from up my back. From this side. Yeah, it's not great. It's just one of those spots. All right, cool. I love you. My arm's all boogered up from reaching in that fan. Ouch, feel it. Got it all standing up. Yeah. No, because you had to reach in through that fan blade and tighten all them bolts on the front of it. Yep.
I see.
Nice, huh?
Yep.
It's getting there.
I'm just gonna hunker down. So if you're gonna need me, don't.
Well,
I rehearsed that the whole walkout.
yeah, I'm gonna hunker down. Does that mean you're... Look at how gorgeous it is.
I know. I was looking at this part.
Yeah, it's all new, this piece. See how they cut it off right here and then welded it in?
Serial number? Model
Yeah,
number?
and how clean those fins are.
Watch this.
Pink. Like this one?
Oh,
There's
shit.
a little turd in there.
Oh, that's just paint?
I don't know. Probably solder.
Tar.
Yeah, hard to tell. All right, Mama, I love you.
Love you.
Nice. All right. So, no, I'm good.
I got my drag. I done it. Get some mine. Crawl back under. Back under and in.
Don't rightly know. I think it goes like that. Yeah. And this was rubbing on that before. So it might go here. Like that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let me see. So we're coming through here. And okay, take this off. We'll probably get a washer for that. Okay, I'll do so on the other side as well. On the other side I need to put this stuff on. This one will get washer on this side. And then a washer. And a nut. Ouch. That sucked a lot. Not to mention, this one has to be on top of that one, I think. So not only did I drop it on the valve cover, it's also not in the right position. That's much better. We're gonna get a different unit for that. Hope I didn't scratch that valve cover. Not obviously anyways. So, I know I'm going to be right in your way. We're going to come through the back of this here and grab that. And that'll get a lock nut. Okay, and then this can come off, and now the forklift can get out of the way. And we can grab the 12V, take it back into the shop. We're going to take that bottom rod off and clean it up, paint it, put it back on. For now it's just sitting on there. I'm going to get a new washer for this one because it's all banged up, and we'll be back. Let's give you a little tour. You know, every little bit helps. There's that radiator, nice fan, nice alternator, AC compressor, belts, the Horton Fan clutch works. Turbo's on there. We'll rig up some turbo tubes from here. We'll put the intake manifold on. This will come over and go into it. We're not going to do that until we put the pump on. Still need a pump. But it's coming along. Radiator makes it look really nice, actually. What do you think, guys? Looks pretty good, right? Let me change that zoom. I think it looks dang nice. Once I get the injection pump figured out, we'll be ready to go.